Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Lifestyle PA podcast, where we dive into the science of health, hormones, and the power of lifestyle medicine to transform your body and your life, especially for women like you navigating the changes of perimenopause and beyond. I'm Beth, a physician assistant, registered dietitian, board certified in lifestyle medicine, and I'm here to give you the evidence based insights you need to thrive after 35. Today, we're talking about a topic that I am incredibly passionate about: muscle. Not just for bodybuilders or athletes, but for every woman over 35 who wants to feel strong, vibrant, and in control of her health as she ages. So grab your headphones and go for a walk or sip on your cup of coffee or matcha, and let's dive in. Welcome to the Lifestyle PA podcast, where we talk about all things women's health and lifestyle to help you become the healthiest and happiest version of yourself. Okay, so let's start with the basics. As we hit our mid-30s, we start to experience a natural decline in muscle mass known as sarcopenia. In fact, research shows that starting around age 30, we can lose about 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade. So by the time we're 60, that adds up to a significant loss. So why does this matter? Because muscle isn't just about looking toned or lifting heavy weights at the gym. Muscle is essential for our metabolism, strength, balance, and even your hormones. One of the biggest myths that I see with the women I work with is the belief that weight gain after 35 is completely inevitable. Yes, our hormones shift during perimenopause because of the estrogen roller coaster and all of these changes, but muscle is one of the best metabolic assets we have. Muscle tissue is more metabolically active than fat tissue. This means that it's burning more calories at rest. So it helps you keep your metabolism humming along even when you're not working out. In one study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that women with more muscle mass had higher resting metabolic rates. This can help offset some of that age related weight gain. So, no brainer, right? Plus, muscle plays a huge role in insulin sensitivity. So, the more muscle you have, the better your body handles glucose and it keeps your blood sugar stable. This is critical for avoiding the dreaded midlife weight creep up and for reducing the risk of insulin resistance, which will happen inevitably, and type 2 diabetes. So, let's talk hormones. During perimenopause, estrogen and progesterone start to decline. Estrogen, in particular, has a protective effect on muscle tissue and bone density. So, as it drops, we're then more prone to muscle loss and even osteoporosis. But here's the empowering part: building and maintaining muscle can help buffer those hormonal shifts. So, when you challenge your muscles through strength training or resistance work, you're sending a powerful signal to your body saying, hey, we need this tissue. We're using it. Let's keep it. In fact, so studies in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity have shown that strength training can actually improve estrogen receptor sensitivity, meaning your body is more responsive to the estrogen that you do still have. That's pretty amazing. So, I want to take a moment here because I know for many of us, the idea of lifting weights or just focusing on muscle can feel super intimidating. Maybe you're thinking, listen, I am not trying to bulk up. I don't want to look like a bodybuilder, or I'm already so busy. How in the world do I even add this in? But here's the truth: it's not about turning into a bodybuilder, it's about protecting your body, your metabolism, and your energy. Strength training doesn't have to be an hour in the gym. Even 2 to 3 short sessions a week, focusing on those major muscle groups, can make a huge difference. And think about this: it's not just your body that gets stronger. When you lift weights or do resistance work, you're telling yourself that you're worth investing in. You're prioritizing your long term health over short term fixes. So, okay, let's make this actionable because I know you're busy. You need real world effective strategies. So, here are my top tips for incorporating muscle building into your life. First one, start small. Body weight exercises like squats, push ups, and lunges are a great way to build strength without even needing a gym. Number two, use resistance bands or light dumbbells. These are super versatile and easy to incorporate at home. Number three, focus on progressive overload. You're like, Beth, I've heard this term progressive overload a million times. What does that mean? All this means is that you're gradually increasing the weight or the resistance over time. So let's say like every couple weeks you try and go up a pound or two. So your muscles keep adapting and growing stronger. Number four, prioritize recovery. Protein intake, sleep, and stress management all play such a critical role in how well you're able to build muscle. And lastly, number five, make it part of your routine. Treat strength training like an appointment with your future self because it truly is. If you take away one thing from today's episode, let it be this. Building and maintaining muscle is one of the most powerful things you can do for your health, your hormones, and your confidence. As women over 35, we are in such a unique phase of life. Our bodies are changing, but that doesn't mean we are powerless. In fact, it's the perfect time to take ownership of your health and create a foundation for decades of feeling strong and vibrant. So, to all my listeners out there, especially my high achieving women who are used to just giving all of their energy to work, family, and everyone else, I want you to know that prioritizing your muscle health isn't just a fitness goal. It's a form of self care and it's essential. It's a way to future proof your body and protect your energy, your mood, and vitality for years to come. So, if this episode resonated with you at all, I would love to hear from you. Share it on Instagram so we can reach more women and keep this conversation going. And if you are ready to dive deeper, send me a message at the_lifestyle_PA on Instagram to find out if my signature program is a good fit for you, or just follow along for more tips. I'm here to support you every step of the way. So thank you so much for listening. And until next time, stay strong. And I'm wishing you a great rest of the week. Take care. Thanks so much for listening to The Lifestyle PA. I hope you're leaving today's episode feeling empowered and supported on your health journey. If you're ready to take the next step and make real, lasting changes, I would love to invite you to join my 3-month lifestyle program. It's designed specifically for women navigating this season of hormonal and metabolic changes, focused on personalized, sustainable nutrition, movement, sleep, stress, and mindset. Head to thelifestylepa.org or message me on Instagram at the_lifestyle_PA to learn more and reserve your spot. And remember, it's the small steps that lead to the big changes. So start with one today.